here in the mall today. Happy holidays, everybody.
While taking a tour of the beautiful Noble Maritime Collection, Dawn Daniels, the director of program, explained to me how the response to last year's Irish Harbor Dance was so positive that a new school program at the museum grew out of its success. It seemed imperative that school children learn about immigration. The result was Annie's Journey to America, an interactive program for elementary and middle school.
How did you come up with Annie Moore?
I came up with Annie Moore because she was the first legal immigrant to be registered at Ellis Island back in the year of 1892. And I thought she'd be an interesting character to portray.
How do you think that storytelling helps the kids to understand and react?
Kids really enjoy the storytelling because it's so much more colorful to them than just reading things out of a history book. When they actually come in here, they meet a character, they hear what her story was. When that character asks them questions about their family history, it really gets them talking and it draws them into the conversation. And then they start to learn about the music, the dance, the food, the culture, of different countries. My name is Annie Moore, like I told you, and I am an immigrant. Does anybody know what an immigrant is? Well, I'm going to tell you. An immigrant is somebody who comes to America from another country. And I came from another country. And can anybody guess what country that I came here to America from? Ireland. Very, very good. That's excellent. And what made you think I was from Ireland? Is it the color that I'm wearing today? Yes. And what color am I wearing?
Green.
Green. Everybody just call it out.
And white.
Green. Green and white. But actually green is the color of the country of Ireland. And do you know why that is? Well, I started the immigration program here because we actually do other programs, education programs with school groups that teach about the history of New York Harbor. And so I thought that it would be a really great idea to talk about the immigrants that came through New York Harbor and to develop a program to educate children about how people came from different countries and they brought the beauty of the different cultures with them. Bog down in the valley-o. Right.
What special programs do you have going on here at Snug Harbor or at the Maritime for St. Patrick's Day?
Well, actually a week before St. Patrick's Day, we have on March 7th and 8th Irish dance and music concert. It's called Harbor Dance, and it's the second year that we're doing it. It was such a phenomenal success last year. So many people wanted to come to the concert that we actually added a night this year. We did it one night last time, and we're doing it for Friday and Saturday night this year because it was a great night for families. It really, really was. There's Irish music, there's a sing-along, there's Irish step dancing, there's children dancing. There's professional champion dancers in full Irish costume. So it's a beautiful night. We call it an evening in Ireland because it really does celebrate the tradition. When you talk to your parents or your grandparents about the country that they came from, you can ask them, and if they came from America, that's okay. Ask them about a very special word. Ask them about your roots. Can you all say roots?
Roots.
Roots. You know how that tree we were singing about has roots? Right? Down in the ground that make it grow. We have roots too. And that means in other countries, we have something called traditions, which are our music, our dancing, or what else did we say before? Food, that's right. The food and our dresses and costumes, and lots of stories too.
These wonderful programs can not only be seen during the holidays, but can be experienced all throughout the year, thanks to a grant from the Staten Island Foundation.
So I'm so happy that all of you were able to come into my kitchen this morning. Did you enjoy yourselves here? Did you enjoy learning the song and the stories? Will you come back and visit me again? Well, I'd be very happy to have you.
I'm here at the Dance Theater of Staten Island to watch these amazingly lovely and talented girls rehearse
because coming up is St. Patrick's Day, and of course that means all things that are Irish. And they're going to be learning about a traditional Irish dance called step dance.
Dancing and other celebrations will take place even though little is actually known of Christianity's most widely known figures, the great St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland. What we do know is the anniversary of the day of his death in the 5th century, St. Patrick's Day, is celebrated on March 17th. The Irish and people all over the world have been celebrating this religious holiday for thousands of years. The first St. Patrick's Day parade took place not in Ireland, but in the United States. Irish soldiers serving in the English military marched through New York City on March 17, 1762.
So Dawn, tell me about some of the dance steps that you were doing here at rehearsal. It all seemed very complicated.
Yeah, we do traditional Irish step movements, which includes like a rock step where you tuck one foot behind the other and then you kind of rock back and forth on your toes. We incorporate that a lot, and a lot of the high leaps and the jumping and the hop 1, 2, 3s. That's very, very much a part of Irish tradition. I started teaching Irish step dancing about 8 years ago. I had been dancing for about 10 years and decided that I wanted to teach children because I had such a love for it.
8 measures or bars of music are called a step, hence the term step dancing. From ancient days of the Celts, dance and music have always been an important part of Irish life.
Tell me a little bit about the music that you chose to actually rehearse to. It's really amazing. It's traditional Irish music.
The group that performs at Harbor Dance is Stout, and they're a group of musicians who have been playing together for the last 30 years. And so having them back up our dance steps with the dancers from the Dance Theater of Staten Island is really such a joy. It's such a pleasure for the dancers because they're true professionals.
How long have you been taking step dancing classes?
2 years.
Do you like it?
Yes. 2 months ago.
You started 2 months ago. Do you like it?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of doing step dancing?
The jig.
The jig? What's that?
The jig.
Oh, you like doing the jig too. Do you think it's hard, step dancing?
No.
Do you think that I'd be able to learn it if I wanted to?
Yes.
How many years would it take me?
About 1 year.
One year. That means you guys are all ahead of me. How long have you been doing it?
This is my first time.
Are you nervous about performing in the St. Patrick's Day parade?
No.
You're brave. How long have you been doing step dancing?
I've been doing step dancing since I was about 10 years old, and now I assist Dawn with the younger kids.
So what made you want to start step dancing? It's such an unusual dance compared to ballet and jazz and hip hop.
Well, I really think Irish step dancing is, like you said, very different, but I enjoyed the style, and I think it is kind of balletic in some of its movement, but it's very diverse too, and that's what I enjoy about it.
And tell me about your costume.
Well, this costume is very elaborate, as you can see. It was also pretty expensive, but that's the norm with Irish step costumes.
Well, it's beautiful. Megan, you're a really, really good dancer.
Thank you.
How long have you been doing it?
I've been doing step dancing. This is my 3rd year.
I notice you always have a smile on your face when you're dancing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like a magnet. I just always smile.
Will you show me some of the steps that you do?
First, we have to make you a dancer.
Oh, okay.
Let's put this on.
Is this going to make me a dancer?
Hopefully. You point your foot, then you cut up, and then you bring your foot behind and do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you keep repeating it. 1, point, cut, and back 2, 3, 4. And then you just do it a series of times.
Well, that doesn't seem too bad. Okay, you count me off. Ready?
5, 6, 7, 8. Point, cut, and back 2, 3, 4. Point, cut, back 2, 3, 4. You want us to speed it up a little faster?
Okay.
Okay, ready? Point, cut, back 2, 3, 4. Point, cut, back 2, 3, 4. Point, cut, back 2, 3, 4.
It's actually easier
Cut,
faster.
Back 2, 3, 4.
Now that I'm officially
a step dancer. I just want to say thanks you guys so much for having us here and letting us in on your rehearsal, and thank you so much, Dawn. And how about one more time? Give me a jig. I'll do it with you. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Bye. See you at the parade.